Yeah, good evening all. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So I was just discussing about variables and data types in the last class, defining variables, right? So I want the session to be more interactive today. So everyone try to give responses. You can unmute yourself either through voice or through chat. Try to give a response. Case one. I was discussing case one, right? Whenever you are defining a variable, what happens internally? Whenever you say x equal to 10, what happens internally? One object with value 10 is going to get created in the memory, that it is going to occupy some address. That address is given to x. What is print x? Yes, it goes to this address and prints whatever present at that address. What is it? 10. If I want to print the address, it prints the address id of x. Type of x? Yes. Hello. What value you are assigned to x? Based upon what value you are assigning to x? If you're assigning integer value, integer variable gets created, right? That is case one. Case two. Case two, right? X value is 10, y is 20. How many objects gets created? Everyone.
Two.
Two objects, right? 10, 20. 10 will have its address. 20 will have its address. This address given to x. This address given to y. Print x. What is the x value? Print x. What is the x value it is going to print?
10.
10. Print id of x. Address. If I want to print the address of x, what is that?
1030,
103070, right? Type of x will be what type?
Integer.
Type of x could be. I want everyone to respond, right? By through voice or through chat. Print y. I want the sessions to be active, live classes, right? Print y. What is the y value? Yes.
20.
20. Address id of y? Yes. 104080. Type of y. What is the type of
Integer.
y? Type of y is what? Integer type. Yes. That is case two, right? Two different variables x and y with two different values 10, 20. Then two different objects gets created with two different addresses. Case three. X value is 10 and y also 10, right? X is 10 and y also 10. Sorry. Try to say how many objects will be created here.
1.
Everyone. Only one object gets created. For 10, one object with some address, the address given to x. Before creating object for y, first it checks any object with value 10 is already available. If available, the same address will be given to y. X is 10, y is 10, z also 10. Three objects with value 10 won't be created. Only one address. Its address is given to x, y, and z. All these three variables, x, y, z, they are sharing the same content 10. They are sharing the same address. Yes. Print x, print y,
10.
print z. What are this? All these three share the same value, 10. Address also same address, right? Type also the same type. Observe this case 4, right? X value is 10, X value is 20. Here X and X only, not XY. How many objects here? 10 with some address. 20, yes, one more address. If I say print X, what is the X value it prints? Print X means what is the X value it prints?
20.
20 only. Latest value it prints. Print address of X means 104080. Type of X means integer type. So up to here are what we have discussed in the yesterday's class, right? So here that's fine. Print X means always printing 20. Is there any possibility of printing this 10? Is there any possibility of printing this 10? Yes. What happens to this previous object, whether it is available, not available? Is there any possibility to print this 10? So for that, you need to understand a small concept, a small topic like garbage collector to have what happened to the previous object 10. So it's too early to discuss that concept garbage collector, but I'll just brief you. Later, I'll just brief you with multiple examples, but just observe this. For I make you understand, I'll go back to this case 3. Garbage collector. Observe garbage collector. Garbage collector, right? Yes. Garbage collector is used to removes. Garbage collector removes unused or unreferred objects. Unreferred objects from the memory. Observe here. What is the work of garbage collector? Removes unused or unreferred objects from the memory. So unreferred, unused or unreferred means, what do you mean by unused or unreferred objects? Objects whose reference count becomes 0. Object whose reference count becomes 0. Objects whose reference count becomes 0. Such objects we call it as unused or unreferred objects. Objects whose reference count becomes 0, then immediately these objects gets removed from the memory. Objects whose reference count becomes 0, then immediately this object gets removed from the memory.
So when it becomes 0, at
Yes.
what time the reference count becomes 0?
Yes, good query. So I'll just how an object reference count becomes 0? And first, what do you mean by reference count? Okay. Objects whose reference count becomes 0, then immediately this object gets removed from the memory by the garbage collector. Okay. So before that, what do you mean by reference count? What do you mean by reference count? Number of variables. Number of variables. Number of variables pointing to an object. Number of variables pointing to an object will be the reference count, or number of variables storing address of an object, storing address of an object. Number of variables pointing to an object or number of variables storing address of an object. Yes. Number of variables pointing to an object will give the reference count, or number of variables storing address of an object will be the reference count. Observe here. Here, to understand what is reference count, how this object gets removed, first observe this diagram once. Observe this diagram. What is the reference count of this? What is the reference count of this object?
10.
No. Reference count of this object means how many variables. Reference count means
3.
number of variables pointing to an object or number of variables storing address of an object.
3.
Number of variables pointing to this object is 3 variables are pointing. 3 variables are pointing. So reference count is 3. X is pointing, Y is pointing, Z is pointing, right? X is pointing, Y is pointing, Z is pointing. So reference count is 3. 3 variables are pointing to this object, or 3 variables storing the address. The same address is stored by 3 variables. Now, understood, right? What is reference count means? How many variables are pointing to this object? 3 variables. Slowly, I'll modify the Y value to 20. Y value is 10, right? Slowly, I modified Y value. Just now you asked a query, how reference count becomes 0. Then only the object gets removed, right? Then only immediately that object gets removed from the memory when it becomes 0. But here reference count is not 0, it is 3. Slowly I modified Y value to 20. Slowly I modified Y value to 20. Slowly I modified the Y value to 20. This address is taken by Y. Now Y is pointed to the new object 20. Y is not pointing to this. Previously Y was pointing to this. Now Y is made to point to 20. Now what is the reference count of this object 10?
2.
Only 2, right? Only 2 variables X and Z are pointing. Y is pointing to the new object, modified value. Now slowly I modified Z value also to 30. Means one new object 30 got created with some address. This address is given to Z. Now Z is not pointing to this object. Now Z is pointing to the new object. Z is pointing to the new object. Z is pointed to the new object. Now what is the reference count? What is the reference count? 1. Everyone. Reference count is what? 1. Only X is pointing now. Y and Z, 3 variables were pointing initially, but now Y and Z, they are pointed to the new different objects. Now slowly I modified the X value also to 50. Slowly I modified the X value also to 50 with some address. This address is given to X. Now X is pointed to the new object. X is not pointing to this. X is not pointing to this. X is not pointing to this means, now what is the reference count?
0.
Reference count to 0 means no variable is pointing to this object to 10. No variable is referring this object to 10. It is unused or unreferred object, right? It is unused or unreferred object. Then reference count becoming 0 means immediately the object gets removed from the memory by the garbage collector. So this object gets removed by the garbage collector, right? Yes. Yes, Kumar. You're not supposed to write. Why can't X value be updated on same address instead of creating a new object? No. No. In Python, if the values are just, I said, if x value 10, x value 20, how many objects are created? Two objects, x value 10 and x value 20. For 10 one object, 21 object. It won't update on the same address. No, it's immutable in nature. Immutable means changes, modifications not allowed. Again, if you modify the x value 10 means it can take this address only. Okay, understood this, right, everyone? Later, I'll brief you about this garbage collector with multiple examples. Now, with this understanding, right, go back to this case 4. Go back to this case 4, right? Yes. Forget about x equal to 20 for some time. X equal to 10, one object, one address. What is the reference count of this object? How many variables are pointing?
One.
Only one, right? X is pointing. Slowly, that x value modified to 20. Now x is pointing to this. X is not pointing to this. Reference count becomes 0. Reference count becomes 0 means this object gets removed from the memory. Understood, right, everyone? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. So just I'll show you all these 4 cases practically now. Show you all these 4 cases practically. So whenever we install Python, just in the search panel, type IDLE, Integrated Development and Running Environment, right? Observe this case 1, right? Defining a variable. Defining a variable means, yes, x equal to 10. Print x means prints the content. Print ID of x, the address. Print a type of x. So printing the content here, printing the address here, printing the type here, right? Any name, .py extension. Run module. What is that? 10, its address, stack. Now, case 2. Defining two different variables. Two different variables. See this, x value is 10, y value is 20. Two different variables with two different values. Then two different objects gets created. Two different variables with two different values, then two different objects gets created with two different addresses. Print x, address of x, type of x, print y, address of y and type of y. Can you please answer? The address of x and address of y, will it be same or different?
Different.
Different, right? Because the values are different. Two different objects gets created with two different addresses. check this. The values are different. The values are different. The addresses are different. Series. Addresses are different.
How long does this address persist? So, like anyone who is accessing value x equal 10 will get the same address, or like will it change ever?
Within the same code, right? Within the same
Mhm.
program code, whenever you execute, right? Within the same program scope,
Okay.
this will be same.
So, for example, once the scope of the x is done, right? For example, it is being updated to x is equal to 20, and it is not referenced by it anymore, and the garbage collected
Removes
has
that
done its
object.
action.
Removes that object.
So,
Yes.
yeah, then for example, now I send it back x is equal to 10, will it return the same address or will it get this different address?
Okay, 1 second. X value is 10.
Mm-hmm.
Y value is 10. X value pointing to the same object, right? With same
Yep.
address.
Mm-hmm.
This address is given. This address is given to Y.
Mm-hmm.
But here, X value modified to 20 means it got a new address.
That's right.
Okay, but this connection is removed.
Mm-hmm.
Now X is pointing to this. Still this object available.
Yes.
X equal 10 available. X equal 20.
Mm-hmm.
X. Later, again I modified the X value equal to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think one more object with value 10 creates? No, right? Already the 10 is available in the memory, right?
That's it. But what if in the case that there is no y exist anymore?
If the Y is not existing, this totally object removes.
So then in the scenario of, for example, let's say in the first scenario, 103070,
Mm.
when x become 20, it become 104080.
Mm.
Now in the third case of when I'm assigning back x is equal to 10, will it retrieve 103070 or will it assign another different address?
It may take the same or different address. It doesn't mean that you should take the same address only. No.
Okay,
The
got it.
object not available, right? Again, if this object 10 is not available, it will create a object 10.
Okay,
If it is available, the same address will be given. If not available, new object gets created with value 10. That's
sure. Thank you.
fine. So here this is case 2, right? I'll copy the same thing for case 3. Control C. File, new file. Case 3 is x is 10, y also 10 only. X is 10, y also 10. Defining two different variables with same values. With same values. With same values. Then only one object gets created. Only one object gets created. And its address is returned to both. So case 3 is defining two different variables with same values. Then only one object gets created. Its address is returned to both. Means what is address of x and address of y, will it be same or different in this case? Everyone.
Same.
It has to be same, right? Only one object here, only one address here. Check it. 10 and 10. The address also same. The contents also same. Case 4. Defining two variables with, see here, x is 10, x is 20. Exist10 and exist20. Defining two variables with same name. Two variables with same name, but with different values. Two variables with same name, but with different values. Then two objects gets created. Yes, exist and exist20. Always X means prints 20. Address means the address of 20. Type of X means integer type. Print X. Okay. 20. Address of X means always this 20 address type of. Type. 20 its address and its type, right? Yes. So understood all these four cases. Any queries in this, right? Anyone? Be free in asking the queries. Understood all these four cases, everyone? Okay. Fine. Now, I've got one query in case 3. One query in case 3, right? Yes. X is 10, Y is 10.0. Y is 10.0. Do you think one object or two objects? Here, type of Y will be what type?
int and float.
So your address will be same or different? 10 and 10.0.
Same difference.
Difference for because here integer object created, here float object created. Yes. Here integer object, here float object. Two different objects, right? Two different addresses. Two different addresses. 10 and 10.0. So the addresses are different. Now coming back to this data types, right? Yes. Data types. Data types are of two types.
Sir, Vidyut here, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in the garbage cleaning in production environment, what is the systematic procedure? Sir, when we clean the garbage, weekly or monthly?
Garbage collection, right?
Yes,
So one second. Please go into mute, please. So garbage collector, everything it happens in the background, right? Garbage collector is a background program which runs in the background. Whenever any object reference count becomes 0, everything happens in the background. We don't need to perform that. Garbage collector, whenever X value is 10, next after 5 lines, if we have given X value 20 means immediately garbage collector removes that X equal to 10 automatically from the memory.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So garbage collector is, I'll be discussing more on this garbage collector with many examples, right? During the when we discuss garbage collector. So it's everything happens in the background, right? It's an automated fashion. Data types, two types. Fundamental data types. Second is like collection data types. Fundamental data types and collection data types. Fundamental and collection. Object to holding a fundamental data types means object to holding single value. Object to holding single value. Example, x equal to 10. One object created with the value 10 with some address. The address is given to x. Object to holding single value. What is this? Collection data types means object to holding group of values or multiple values. Group of values or multiple values. The name itself saying collection, group of values, collection of values, right? One object created, right? The address is given to x. Object to holding group of values. What is it? Object to holding so object holding single value, fundamental. Object to holding group of values. Object holding group of values, collection type. Okay, fine. Fundamental data types. Fundamental data types. Mainly of 5 types. Fundamental data is mainly of 5 types. First, integer, float, Boolean, string, complex. Integer means something like example, age 25. Age 25 integer. Float means like height 6.3. Boolean means like true or false. True or false, right? Which you can say that true or false. Float means like something in decimal part. Integer means okay. Boolean, true or false, right? It is returning either true or false. String means city equal to Mumbai. So a sequence collection of characters, string means complex, x plus iy. Okay, fundamental data types, 5 types. Collection types. Collection types, 4 types. Mainly there are 4 types of collections. List, tuple, set, dictionary. List by using square bracket, tuple by using normal braces, set by using curly braces, dictionary like a collection of key and value.
Sir, where complex data type use, sir?
Complex It's here in general mathematics, right? So people who are working with mathematical operations, wherever complex numbers, right? But in Python, instead of 5, we use the symbol J, express JY, right? So I'll be discussing about this complex data type. So generally, if you're working with some Laplace transforms or if any other, right, mathematical operations. So for those people who are from mathematical background, if you want to make use of complex, Python also supports complex data type in real and imaginary part, real and imaginary parts. So list means a collection of values, square bracket. With this bracket only, you should identify whether it is a list or tuple or set. So for tuple, we need to use this bracket. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Set. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 set of values. Dictionary means like name, Ajay, age 25. So this is key and this is value. This is key and this is value. This is key and this is value. So key value representations, right? Key value representations. So we have got a lot of discussions on this collections, list indexing, list properties, list creations, list functions, list methods, list addresses, nested list, list modifying list, right? And for tuple sets, dictionaries also, right? Yes. So in fundamental types, we have got a lot of discussion on this string there. On this string type. String, what is a string? String is a sequence collection of characters. So yes, as tomorrow the link is changing, just I will extend to today's session with just 10-15 minutes. Up to 10 or 10-15, I'll take the session, right? Just 10-15 minutes. String is a sequence collection of characters. In Python, a string is represented using single quote, in this way, using double quote, and using triple quote. In Python, a string is represented using single, double, and triple quote. In this way, triple quote. Single, double, and triple quote. So for example, x equal to Python is a string. Anything within double quotes, right? So if a single line string, either you go with single quote or double quote. If multiple lines, 2 lines or 3 lines, go with triple quote. Each character of a string is represented or accessed by a unique index. Each character of a string is identified, represented, accessed by unique index. String supports 2 types of indexes. String supports 2 types of indexes. Positive index or forward index. Positive index or forward index starts from left to right. Left to right. Positive index or forward index. Index starts from left to right. Index starts with 0. Second is like a negative index. Negative index or backward index. Index starts from right to left. Index starts with -1. Index starts with -1. So, okay. Just observe this. What are this positive and forward or backward index? Yes. X equal to, within double quotes, if you are representing something, sequence collection of characters, anything you represent within quote, single, double or triple, it's a string. So here also one object gets created internally. Observe. Each character T, Y, T, H, O, N is going to have some address. The address is given to X. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Positive index or forward index. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. Negative index or backward index. Negative index. Okay. Positive index or forward, negative index or backward index. What is the value of x of 2 here? X is the string. The second index, what is there? T, right? X of -2.
4.
Oh, right, yes. So you may ask, already we got positive index. Why again negative index means? If you got a very big string of more than 100 characters, if you want to print the last character, right? What you will do? Using positive index, it is too difficult, right? Just say -1. The last character it is going to print, right? Yes. Coming back, right? So single line comment is starting with hash symbol. Single line comment in Python starts with hash. These are not executable. Multi-line comments means start with triple quote, end with a triple quote. Start with triple quote, end with triple quote. X equal to Python print X. Print type of X, string type, str type. Print ID of X means the address where exactly it is stored. Len of X means number of characters within the string. What is the length here? Number of characters are 6. So the length of X is 6. Type is str. Run module, right? Python, what type? String type. This is the address. Length is 6. Y equal to program. X plus 5 means concatenation. Concatenation means adding the two strings. adding two strings, first string followed by second string, right? So Python plus programming means Python programming both side by side, first string followed by second string. But I want space, Python x plus y, right? Python programming, right? Yes, run module. Yes. Adding three strings, right? X is one, Y is one, between these two, one string, right? Any queries in this, anyone? Strings, single quote, double quote, or triple quote, right? Next.
Sir, when string is used, sir, in what scenario string is used?
String means if you want to represent a name, Ajay Kumar, you need to represent using a quotes, anything,
That is
city name.
alphabetical, any alphabetical sign, right? That is A to Z. Everything is
Yes,
written
yes.
with alphabetical. We can use number also as a string, right, sir?
Number also can be used as string, right?
Okay, but the sign single quote or double quote will be used there, right?
Any single or single line means you can go with single quote or double quote.
So that means suppose program or Python, so we can use number also there, right, sir?
Yes, number also can be used with. If you keep anything within double quotes, it's a string.
Okay, okay.
Okay, how do we define x equal to Ajay's age? Means, yes. For example, observe this. Sachin's record x equal to, for example, Sachin's. How can I give apostrophe s, right? Sachin's means here I need to use slash hyphen s record x Sachin's record means anytime if you want to give apostrophe s, right? You need to say slash before it. Otherwise, if you are not giving this if you're not giving this slash, right? So anytime in the output Sachin's record means you need to give slash and say I. Yes.
So slash actually, what does it indicate?
See here, if you're not giving slash means this will be taken as a opening string, but where is the closing string? Single quote is open, single quote is not closed. Yes, so that's why we need to say this. For example, Sachin's record. Directly, if you say also, you get, but generally we can use apostrophe slash Sachin's record. Means escape sequences, we follow the slash and s. For multiple lines of string, only go with triple quote. Don't go with single quote. So for multiple lines, right? Go with triple quotes. For only single line string, go with single quote or double quote, right? Okay. File, new file. Next. String slicing. String slicing, extracting particular portion of a string. Extracting particular portion of a string. For example, x equal to Python program. Try to observe and try to answer it, everyone. Extract only Python from this. Extract or print only Python from this. How to print Python only from this? Print x of, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is it? 0 colon 6 I need to give. Actually 0 to 5 only, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'm giving 6. 0 to 6 means this we call it like lower bound. This we call it like upper bound. Here I'm writing comment. Or in comment I'm writing. Always upper bound is excluded. Always upper bound is excluded. Excluded means 6 excluded, up to 5 only it will consider. 0 to 5. Okay, if you give 5, 5 will be excluded. You won't get this n. It's going to print that. Extract only the middle portion of the string, right? Extract only the middle portion. PROG, right? Try to say how to extract only PROG. Yes. Anyone using positive index? Yes. PROG, only this 4 words. Everyone try to give your responses, right? PROG means, yes, 7 to 11. Exactly. 7 to 11, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even the space also takes one index. 7 you want, 8 you want, 9 you want, 10 you want, 11 and 11 excluded, 7 to 11. So what is the output? PROG, right? Now what if I give like 11, print x of 11 to 7. 11 to 7 means what? 11 to 7 means what? Opposite way. Empty string. Because always slicing in the forward direction. Always slicing in the forward direction. If you go in backward, 11 to 7, 11 to 7 means you are going in this way, 11 to 7, backward direction. Empty string. Anytime if you go in backward direction, it gives empty string like this. Extract the PROG using negative index. Using negative index, you say.
Sir, would you repeat, sir? 11 to 7. I can't understand, sir.
7 to 11 means fine.
That
Always, one second. Always slicing should be in the forward direction like this. 7 to 11 means this one, forward. But backward direction, if you do like this, you cannot go in the backward direction. 11 to 7 means you cannot go in backward. But if you give 11 to 7, empty string it gives. Understood, right? If you want in this way, it only should go in the forward direction. Backward direction, 11 to 7 means 11 is this. If you go in backward, empty string it gives. Extract PROG using negative index. Try to answer everyone. Using negative index, you say me. Using negative index also go in forward direction. Using negative index also go with forward direction. -1.
-4.
Sir,
Minus?
11 to 7, that means same. That is 4.
4.
-7 to -7 to -3. How come it's -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7. -7 you want, -6 you want, -5 you want, -4 also you want. -7, -6, -5, -4. Go in the forward direction. -4 means give -3. -3 excluded. Up to 4 it takes. Understood, right, everyone? Hello? PROG it gives. So -7, -6, -5, -4. It's going in the forward direction. Now extract the entire word program. Extract the entire word program, right? Try to say using positive index. You say me first, everyone.
7:30, 14.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 if you give, M will be excluded. Can I give 14? 14 index not
Yes.
available. Can I give?
Keep it empty.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
14 is excluded. We are not axing, right? You can give. Otherwise, shortcut to that. Print X of 7 to don't provide the upper bound. This also works. Both results the same output. 7 to 14 means don't provide the upper bound means 7th index to up to the end of the string, it reads program. Using negative index, try to say anyone. How can we extract program?
So -7 upper one.
Don't provide the upper one. So -7 is this to up to the end of the string. That's fine. Can I ignore this lower bound also like this? Lower bound I'm not giving. Up to 6 I'm giving. Means in this case, if you are not giving the lower bound, it reads from the start of the string to 6 excluded up to 5 text. This and this results the same output. Python. What if I ignore both upper and lower? In this way,
Prints the whole value.
entire string will be printed, right? Similar to print X. Similar to print X of 0 to remaining up to the end of the string. These 3 statements results the same output. X of 0 to 14 with the increment of 2 means what is your understanding? 0 to 14 with the increment of 2 means 0 is the start value, 14 is the stop value, 2 is the step value. Step value means increment by 2 means 0 index, next after that 2 index, after that again increment by 2, 4, again after 4 increment by 2, 6, 8, 10, 12. So what are the characters it is going to read? 0, next 2, next 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Only the even value, as you said, increment by 2, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 0 to 14 with increment by 3 means 0, 3, 6. What is the output if I say like this? What is the output? Same, this and this results the same output, right? Both results the same output. -1 means reverses the string. Reverses the string. Yes. Understood? Slicing. Have you heard about the word palindrome? Anyone?
Yes.
Palindrome means if
Same word reversing, sir.
we reverse a string,
We'll get the same value.
if we get the same string, then it is a palindrome. X equal to Example of palindrome, anyone? Madam.
Malayalam.
If you reverse also, you'll get Madam only. Malayalam. Next. RACECAR, race car. NITINTADMOM, right? All this gives the same string. X equal to Madam, MADAM, right? Print X means it prints Madam. X of colon -1 means what? This one. X colon -1 means reverses the string. Store the result in Y. Print Y. Here print X and print Y both are same, right? Both results the same. Madam and Madam. So it's a palindrome. Madam is what? It's a palindrome. So tomorrow, Saturday, there will be a class, right? Not all the Saturdays, this Saturday only, because there should be not in a gap. So tomorrow the link will be changing. So get enrolled, and a new link will be forwarded to your mail ID. So you can check it, right? Just I will take 5 minutes more. So here slicing understood, right? Indexing and slicing. There are string methods are there. We don't need to write any codings in Python, right? Directly inbuilt methods are available. Upper, to print in uppercase, X equal to Hyderabad, right? Print X is string. Dot upper, prints Hyderabad in uppercase. Prints Hyderabad in uppercase. Second, lower, to print in lowercase. To print in lowercase. For example, X equal to Mumbai. I want to print this in lowercase. X dot lower method. We don't need to write huge codings, directly inbuilt methods and functions available. Yes, printing Mumbai in lowercase. For example, X equal to India. I want only the first character I in the uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases. Only the first character I only in the uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases. X dot capitalize. There is a method called capitalize. Check it. Only the first character I only in the uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases. For capitalizing the first character of a string, run module. For example, good evening, Hyderabad. How many words are there in this? How many words in it? 3 words, right? Each and every word, first character in the uppercase I want. Each and every character, first case in the uppercase. Okay. So for that, there is one more method, X dot title. Check it. Each and every word, first character. You got 100 words also, 100 words. Say good evening, Hyderabad. G in uppercase, E in uppercase, H in uppercase. Title means for capitalizing the first character of each word in a string. Right? For example, you may ask, what is the use case of this title? Some employee names are given like this: Rohit, Ajay, Miller, Blake, James, Amar. In this way, some names are given. Print, EMPS. I want all that employee names first character in the uppercase. Only the first character means EMPS dot title. Run module, right? EMPS dot title. Rohit, Ajay, Miller, Blake, and James. So in this way, we have got many methods, right? For performing one by one, like a replace method, count method, swap case. 1 second, 1 second. Let me complete. So like a replace method, count method, format method, strip method, starts, ends with. We have got many methods, right? I'll be discussing all those methods. Understood, right? Like a string method, string slicing, string indexing, fundamental collection types, what happens internally when we define some variables, how to print its value, its object, its content, its address, garbage collector, reference contract. Any queries you got, anyone? So you can see in the chart panel, right, a message given by this online team at the start of this, the payment details, right? Who wants only Python, the fees is only 5,000. Python core, Python advanced application oriented models, nearly for 70 hours I'll be discussing for 2 months to 2.5 months. And people who wants full stack, which includes Python core advanced application oriented models with web development, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, and Django framework applications creations with 15 to 20 applications in one project, right? The fee structure is 10,000. So for Python, if you are choosing, you will be getting the videos and total full stack. You'll be getting the videos, soft copy of the notes of the classroom, and the assignments task, and a WhatsApp group will be created for this. Any queries you got, right? Anyone? Yes.
Yes, sir. Vidut here, sir. Sir, actually, I would like to admissions for Python course.
Hmm.
So, in that course, sir, class will be started by Monday, right, sir?
Class started from
Monday, coming Monday, right?
tomorrow. There will be a class, right?
Tomorrow demo class or sir, that is class actually.
String methods will be continued.
Okay, okay, sir. Or
String.
sir, that is 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. right, sir?
The class timing will be 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. So tomorrow the strings will be continued right from here, and the same class will be continued on Monday. The batch started already.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. And sir, actually, I was just 5,000 that course fees, and after that, Django in the web development I will start, but initially I can start this course.
Yes, yes.
After that, you another class schedule I will readmission for this course only.
Okay, so this, so as I said, right, is 1 second, please be in mute. Yes. So as I said, for Python for advanced and application oriented modules, 70 hours to 75 hours. The fee structure is 5K. But full stack people who go for full stack like a web development, right? Like HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript for, and apart from this, Django framework, right? Yes, with 15 to 20 applications creations and less project. So for this, the fee structure will be 7,000. But at a time, if you're taking like a full stack package, you can pay just 10K. At a time, if you are taking single payment, right? If you are taking total full stack, it is 10K. Now, if you are taking 5K, it will be Later, if you want to go with the Django and all this, right? 7K if you are going separately. Okay, fine. So once you get enrolled, right? Once you get enrolled, you can attend any of my batches.
Okay, and sir, that means you teach us to write. You teach
I,
all of us, right, sir?
I'll only teach all this.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay,
Fine.
and as well as the video session will be shared, right?
Yeah, video sessions will be forwarded. Yes.
And any doubts, and we can clear that on the live sessions, or we can clear another by phone and another person.
That's what I was asking, right? I want the sessions to be more interactive. You need to ask the queries, you need to respond. Any queries, right? You can ask then and there itself. Yes.
Okay, that in the
Okay.
live session or separately we can ask, sir.
See, for example, in yesterday's session, you got one doubt. At the start of the session, immediately you can ask it.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise you can type in the chat.
Okay, and sir, any assignment and any other homeworks that will be shared through mail, right, sir?
Assignment says it will be forwarded to the mail ID, mails.
Okay, assignments. I'm just going to some homework, some assignments that need to be clear, right, sir?
Yes, it will be forwarded.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So initially, then I admission from Python advanced course, Python course only. After that, we readmission for the with Django and others, sir.
Yeah, that is your wish. Yes.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Hi, Kuldeep here. Are we running a parallel classes for web development or just
Yes.
Saturday, Sunday? How we are planning for the complete? Sorry.
Yes, people who wants to complete it fast, right? There will be some Saturday, Sunday weekend batches will be there. 2 hours on Saturday, 2 hours on Sunday for web development and Django, right? You can attend Python from Monday to Friday. Saturday, Sunday you can attend those. So in the coming days, whenever that new web development and Django batch starts, Django batch starts means along with Django web development will be covered first. So you can go parallelly. So once you enroll for this full stack Python, right? You can attend any of my upcoming Django or web development batches. Right? It will be posted in your WhatsApp group, right? Whenever a new batch starts for web development in Django. Fine. Okay. So whenever you do the payment, don't forget to share the screenshot of your payment to this DURGASOFT online training at gmail.com. Then only you'll be getting the link, right? So that address is given there.
Sorry, where we have to send up the payment link? Sorry,
What is
I just where we have to send a payment, the snapshot. So I missed that part.
So yes, you can see in that chart a big message is given, right? In the chart, a big message is given in that, right?
Yes, yes.
In that they have given that one mail ID is given, right? Durgasoft online training at gmail.com. Can you see?
Yes, yes. I
Yes.
can see. Okay. Got it. Sorry, my bad. I haven't gone through the complete message.
To that mail, try to give the screenshot of your payment to that. Then only they'll forward you the link, tomorrow's link. Tomorrow there is a class I said, the link is going to change for tomorrow's class. Yes. Fine. So any other queries, right? Yes. Okay. So I'm stopping for now. We'll continue tomorrow, right? Same time, but the link will be changed. So thank you all for your time. Meet you tomorrow, same time. Bye.